to tell you real briefly. I'm going to tell you briefly about Clients First, who we are, and then I'm not going to spend too much time on us. I really want to get you as much time with Kent because he's as knowledgeable as they get and very engaging to listen to. Clients First Business Solutions, we have an international, or not an international presence. We have a national presence. We have offices across North America. We do have over 100 employees, 750 customers that we do support of all sizes. And I am out of the Texas office. We have the Minnesota office represented here today, as well as the others. Real quickly, if I wanted to bring this up, there's a great website, and you can see the URL down there in the bottom right corner of the page. This is a great study, and we like to bring all of our prospects to this. For anybody that's in the market looking for ERP, there's a calculator on there, but they did a study to see what the financial impact was for folks that switched over to Acumatica. And you can see, I'm not going to read the slides to you, I'm not that guy, but you can see that the increase in profit and reduced costs really have a great way of giving you a return on your investment real briefly in a short period of time. If you'd like to visit that, and like I said, if you are in that position that you're considering it, I'd encourage you to take down real quickly this URL. Go in there, and it's a real easy study to fill out, and you can, get the anticipated savings and for your company and your situation. I am going to turn it over here real quickly to Kent, but he's going to talk to us not only about what the true cloud is, but really why the differences matter. And once again, he is the partner of enablement for Acumatica. And Kent, with no further ado, if you don't mind, I'd like to switch it over to you. You can take control and woo us.
Well, thank you very much. If you can stop sharing, I'll start sharing. And I'm gonna, if I could do a blushing emoji on a Zoom meeting, I would be doing a blushing emoji. Thank you very much, Bob, for that kind introduction. I will tell you, it's been my great privilege and pleasure to do lots of things in my life. Married the right person. Had a great chance to right out of the Naval Academy 3 days after graduation. Had a great chance to serve our country in the Marine Corps, and I have always worked in technology in support of partners. And I really want to go back to what Bob said. Acumatica made a very conscious decision when we started 14 years ago that we were going to go to market through partners, because we believe and we fundamentally understand that Acumatica cannot be all things to all people. Our product can't, our technology can't, our platform can't, and we really need, and our customers need, trusted and talented partners like Clients First to take it that last mile. So we enable our partners, we recruit our partners, we vet our partners, we require our partners to achieve significant levels of certification and authorization to represent our technology in the marketplace. So, we're a little bit picky. And we're so fortunate to have a great partner like Clients First. Before we begin, I always like to say thank you. Certainly thank you to our trusted and talented partner Clients First for allowing us to spend some time with you all today. And thanks to everybody that's here today. This is not going to be, it may seem like it, but it's not going to be a full court press Acumatica sales presentation. It is really going to be the learn part of the lunch and learn. Now, we believe, and Acumatica is well positioned to fit into what you're going to learn today, but I think there are some really key points that, regardless of the logo in the bottom right hand corner of the slide there, you can ask as your organization begins your journey to the true cloud, fake cloud, right cloud, however we want to describe it. Where are we going with all this? What does all this technology investment mean? Because it can be very confusing. And I talk to partners all the time. I talk to customers all the time. And this Lunch and Learn series that folks like Clients First are doing has been very beneficial for us to help us clarify our message, and certainly for their customers and their prospects. So again, thanks to everybody for being with me today. Hopefully you will find this educational and maybe even a little bit entertaining. So I'm going to start this by highlighting kind of two areas on this first slide here on true cloud and digital economy. So I talked to my good friends at Clients First, and we're going to focus in on true cloud today, but for as much as true cloud, right cloud, fake cloud is out there in the marketplace, you also can't swing the proverbial dead chicken and not hit the phrase digital economy, digital transformation. And I think they're hand in hand. True cloud, or cloud, is a way to empower and enable your digital transformation or your entrance into the digital economy. So you have to put them together, but you also sort of kind of have to understand what those things are. And that's what we're going to spend a little bit of time today, hopefully sharing some information with you to help you learn what the heck is this digital economy? What is digital transformation? And what is true cloud? What is fake cloud? And why is that guy yelling at me? I'm not yelling at you. I'm just very enthusiastic about what I do. I love what I do. So maybe you've heard, we'll start with this. Maybe you've heard about this thing called digital transformation. Trust me, if you haven't, and you go to the interwebs and you do a quick, Google search on digital transformation, you're only going to get about 522 million results. And everybody has an opinion on what digital transformation is. And it's like ERP software. If I ask 100 people what ERP software is, a lot of people won't know that it's enterprise resource planning. They might know it as business management software. If you ask 100 people what is digital transformation, you would probably get 100 different definitions. Every analyst, every consulting firm, every customer, every publisher, everybody has an opinion on digital transformation. I'm going to do my very best Marine Corps definition and simplify it as much as I can to hope you guys hopefully help you guys get a little bit more comfortable. There's even a book out there called Demystifying Digital Transformation. And I think that's the critical message I'd like to talk about today. Who is this and what is digital transformation? Why is it important? Bob had mentioned that Forrester Group put together that economic impact study. IDC, another high-end, highfalutin consulting company, has gone out and surveyed customers, okay, and said, where are you guys on your digital transformation journey? And I think it's important to note that, pre-global pandemic, pre-COVID-19, everybody was sort of kind of kicking the tires. But now that we're in this new normal and this next normal, and I have Paul Edwards from IDC has allowed me to share these slides with you. We will invest in technology to close the gaps in our digital transformation. That is a key element of where companies are going. Yeah, I'll kick the tire before COVID-19 and the distributed workforce and what I need to know, but now it's nope, can't kick the tires anymore. We have to invest to close this digital transformation. All right, Kent, what is digital transformation? So we have all, as people, gone through a digital transformation, okay? We have our lives on our cell phones. We have all of our pictures, we have music, we have text messages, we have emails. All of that is a digital representation of our day. Heck, some of us transfer money through Venmo. Some of us pay bills off of our phone. Some of us pay bills on our computer at home. I was searching high and low in our house the other day to find a stamp. We didn't have a stamp in the house, because we're doing everything digitally now. So we as people have gone through this digital transformation. And you know what? We're not scared by it. But now it's time for companies to really embrace this digital transformation. And now the technology is there, be it bandwidth, be it the cloud, be it how a product was actually written to go to market, it was written to be consumed and deployed in the cloud. We now have these technology platforms that allow us as companies to make that digital transformation. And what are we talking about here? We're talking about everything from something as simple as our accounting team that used to sit in an office in a cube with 10 little people in the office, and you would lean over and say, hey, Kent, can you give me a copy of the invoice from Schmuckatelli & Sons? That's my default customer name, Schmuckatelli & Sons, and they happen to be in the left-handed monkey wrench business. But anyway, you could even share licenses. You could share logins. Hey, could you log out for a little bit so I can log in and run that report or do what I need to do? And that was the analog, paper, fully functioning carbon life form world that so many of our companies used to participate in, very successfully, mind you. But then technology came about, the global pandemic came about, the distributed workforce came about, having a digital relationship with our employees, having a digital relationship with our customers and our vendors now becomes paramount. My whole accounting team works at home, which means they all have to have access to the system, which means they all have to have secure login, which means they can't share licenses anymore. So we're going through this digital transformation now as companies, and we're stubbing our toe a little bit. We're running into some roadblocks, but there are ways to work around that. And we believe the cloud and we believe Acumatica is well positioned to help you along your digital transformation. So I just wanted to lay that out there because cloud is an integral part of that digital transformation journey. And if you're not on that digital transformation, which you probably are, I mean, everybody, you may not have named it, you may not own it, but we're all sending invoices via email now. We're all accepting payment. I mean, we're on that journey. We just need to really take it to that very next level. We just came back from a show, a Retail X show, and we were surprised that 65% of our booth traffic were manufacturing companies. And they sat with us and they said, the reason as an old school make to stock, make to order, discrete manufacturing company, we have to digitally transform ourselves because we want to sell and service direct from manufacturer to consumer. They had never done that before. They always went through a series of dealerships and they would ship things and mail invoices. And we had one company even admit our fax machine is kind of on its last legs. So we're still faxing stuff back and forth. But they said, look, we've got to get better at this. Our customers need to be able to log into our system and see the status of an order, the status of an invoice. They need to be able to request a service ticket. They need to be able to see our inventory and their price. All of this now is done digitally and remotely. They've never had to face that before, but now they do. So again, wanted to put that flag in the ground a little bit around digital transformation. So now let's move from there into maybe you've heard continued. Again, if you go out and say, tell me a little bit more about real cloud versus fake cloud, you can find 83 million answers to that question. Now, I don't know if that's the right question we should be asking. And I use the word right purposefully. What is true cloud? Well, I'll tell you, true cloud depends on who is defining it. Okay. What is fake cloud? A lot of that depends on who is defining it. I think it's important for customers to say, what is the right cloud for us? And I'm going to give Acumatica a lot of credit here. Yes, I work for Acumatica, but I work for our partners as well. So, you know, I've always been in the channel. I've always been customer facing. And I believe Acumatica has done a lot of things right to produce the right cloud for our customers and our partners. And what do I mean by the right cloud? So here's some questions to ask. As you're looking at technology to invest in, to enhance your digital transformation, here are some questions that I think you need to ask your technology provider, your software provider. And let's start with this one. Can I get access to my software from anywhere at any time on any device? So if I'm walking down the street and I don't have my cell phone with me, I don't have my laptop with me, and I walk by a kiosk that has a computer in it, and I go in there, can I just, using that device, get access to my business? If you have to have a thin client on that device, if you have to dial in through a VPN, if you have to do any of that stuff, in my humble opinion, and in Acumatica's opinion, that is not true cloud. I challenge my partners all the time that when they do a product demonstration with the customer's approval, ask the customer if you can use their hardware, their cell phone, their Apple Watch, even their, I'm going to say Amanda versus ALEXA because I have one in my office and nobody wants to hear that. But you can say there's a really, really great tutorial and video out there where the chief technology of Amazon says, hey, Amanda, how many laptops do I have in inventory? And Amanda will then tell the chief technology officer how many laptops are in inventory. And then another gentleman comes up and asks the same question, but because that gentleman has a different inflection or accent in his device, the voice recognition does not process him as a secure user, so he cannot get access to the laptop inventory. So again, the first question you want to ask is, first thing I wake up in the morning, if the closest phone to me is my partner's, is, you know, my private phone, not my work phone or whatever it might be, can I get to my business? Can I manage my business this way? Because that's the world we live in. I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I do is I get up in the morning and I look at my business. And the last thing I do before I go to bed at night, I look at my business. Is there something I need to do? Is there something I need to approve? Is there an alert or something that I need to take care of? Or if it's the middle of the day and I need to go to the doctor, the dentist, or one of my children is having a school event or a sporting event, can I take my business with me? So again, anytime, anywhere, any device, I believe represents true cloud. The next one is equally as important, is if I'm going to invest in a business management software platform or an ERP system, and that's going to be my central nervous system, recognize that I have other cloud applications that I need to connect to. Again, Acumatica cannot be all things to all people. Heck, we're using HubSpot, we're using Avalara for tax, Smart Sheets, we've got, you know, Adobe, we've got a whole bunch of stuff, Office 365, Exchange. How quickly and how easily can I integrate with them? Now, Acumatica has an API layer that surrounds Acumatica, one of the core founders of the Open API initiative, to make sure our customers and our partners can connect their previous investments with Acumatica. And I'm going to build one here real quick. We just had our summit this past July, and we had the team of, you know, the Microsoft Teams team, okay, demonstrate how you can launch a Teams session right within Acumatica. We were the first technology and platform that allowed for that. Think about that for a second. Microsoft came to us to launch their Teams product through a business management system as opposed to their platform of products. Really, really cool technology. I'll highlight another one down here in Adobe on the right-hand side of the screen. You can now edit Adobe documents within Acumatica. That's the integration capability and simplicity that a true cloud application that was written for the cloud, to be deployed in the cloud, to be consumed by the cloud, to integrate with other cloud applications, that is another working definition of true cloud. If you have to write an ODBC connection, if you have to do a whole bunch of coding to make this thing work, you're not in a true cloud environment. You're limiting yourself. Okay. The next one I'd like to talk about is this concept of flexible deployment options. Again, this has nothing really to do with the cloud, but it has to do with the applications that represent a true cloud consumption and deployment. This is what the analysts call cloud portability. It's really important as a customer that you have the ability to put your workload in the cloud of your choice. The Acumatica cloud runs on Amazon Web Services. The Acumatica cloud includes disaster recovery, geo-redundancy, the operating system, the database, the application server, the service level agreement. It is the, bear with me, I'm old enough to remember this commercial, the Prego spaghetti sauce of cloud offering. It's in there. If you need it, it's in there. But you know what? Not everybody wants to run on Amazon Web Services infrastructure. Good old Schmuckatelli and Sons, the left-handed monkey wrench manufacturer, they are Microsoft people. They want to run in Azure. They want to run on the Azure cloud platform. Acumatica says that's fine. Again, our true cloud code, our true cloud application, our true cloud integrations allow for us to take that technology and be cloud portable. One of our primary competitors in the market that we serve, Oracle NetSuite, is purpose-built to only run in an Oracle data center. So you are limiting yourself. Now, I would ask you, is that true cloud? Is that fake cloud? Is it the right cloud? Okay. Again, we get caught up in the words true, fake, true, fake. It all depends on who's saying what is true, what is fake. A couple of more examples to follow here in just a minute. But let's say you sign a huge contract with a defense manufacturer, and you have to go into one of those specialized clouds, an ITAR cloud. that the federal government would require, a FedRAMP cloud or a HIPAA cloud. Well, let's say you just have a data center that you know, love, and trust, and you want to put your cloud workload there. Cloud portability, again, is a question you want to ask, because I do believe it represents the right way to deploy and consume cloud. I'll leave it for others to argue, is it fake cloud or true cloud? I do believe also that the licensing of the technology that you're investing in needs to represent a cloud environment. Okay, and now I'm not going to talk about price. I'm going to talk about the concept of the licensing model that Acumatica goes to market with. And the concept that we believe is that the technology that you're investing in should be available to everybody in the company. Everybody should have the ability to contribute to and benefit from the technology that you're investing in. To that end, we do not price by the user. We price by the consumption of infrastructure that you would leverage from Acumatica or the Acumatica cloud. How big does your database need to be? How much memory do you need? What kind of a CPU power do you need? Think of it this way. It's like when my wife and I were first married and we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, our electric bill was low. Okay. When our first daughter came along, Sarah, and we had to move to a 2-bedroom, our electric bill went up a little bit. Then when we bought our first house and I had a home office and we had a kitchen now and a dining room and a family room, and then our second daughter, Katie, came along and we had that other bedroom, our electric bill went up. We were consuming more infrastructure for all the right reasons. As your business grows and as you would consume more infrastructure, okay, then your licensing with Acumatica would grow, but your users would stay the same. If you're a 100-person employee, a 100-employee company, and you wanted to have all 100 people on the system, we're certainly fine with that, because we believe by role and by responsibility. So Kent, the last warehouse person on the left, my job is to go pick, pack, and ship stuff. I don't see the profit and loss statement at the executive level. We will size your infrastructure by asking you a few questions around how many transactions do you process against the database. And we don't charge by the transaction, we charge by the consumption of the infrastructure. And I know Clients First can take you through this conversation, but the real overarching concept for the cloud is I want to have everybody on my system benefiting from, contributing to, anytime, anywhere, any device, connected to all the applications they need to do their job in the data center of my choice, so that I can run my business and eliminate bottlenecks, see the information I need to see. The center box there is really important. Going back to the story of a digital manufacturer, somebody that wants to be able to look into Acumatica and see the status of an order, the status of an invoice. Let's say you have 5,000 vendors and 10,000 customers. Because they are not processing transactions against the database, all 5,000 or 15,000 of those people can look into the system and see through the Acumatica portal the status of their order, the status of their invoice. There is no light user, read-only user, power user. They're just consuming the technology and benefiting from the technology. Really important, I believe, in a right cloud deployment model. You don't want to be limited. Moving on. Really important is security. Okay, so if I'm going to access everything remotely, and we all know this as people, when I log into Navy Federal Credit Union to do my banking, they send me the super duper magic code on my cell phone, so I prove my identity to them before they let me pay my bills, transfer money, do whatever I need to do. So Acumatica or any cloud provider, you need to ask them, what sort of multi-factor authentication do you offer? What sort of single sign-on support do you offer? What sort of security comfort are you going to give me so that I can confidently march in the direction of my dreams in my digital transformation and my right cloud deployment model? How important is security? Well, it's really important. If you go out to hacks.com, you'll see that over 20% of the ransomware victims were mid-sized businesses. They're not just targeting the Staples, the Target, they're going after everybody. We had a customer that was running an on-premise through a VPN. They got in through the back door on the database, and they held them ransom for 1.5 Bitcoins. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of money. It ends up being about $60,000, but they paid it. Now, when you pay that, then you get the unlock key from the criminal. Well, you know what? These guys have been known to not necessarily send you the right unlock key. In this case, they did. And the customer immediately called our partner and said, that's it. I got to get out of here. I can't do this anymore. I can't risk it. We have to do something different. They made the conscious decision through our partner to move to Acumatica. And one of the things that brought them there, you can see the economic impact here. And I'm pretty sure you're recording this, Bob, and we can send out these slides to anybody that wants them. I'm certainly fine with that. Please note that in our 14 years of existence, Amazon Cloud, the Acumatica Cloud, and Acumatica itself, it has 0 crypto ransomware attacks, instances, or anything. So great place to be. What about data ownership? We get this a lot. Okay, who owns my data, Kent? It's sitting there in the cloud. Who owns it? Well, this is where we really start to talk about what's the right cloud, what's fake cloud, what's true cloud. One of our primary competitors, and I hate to keep picking on them, I just want to be very positive about what Acumatica does compared to some of our compatriots in the marketplace. Our primary competitor, again, Oracle NetSuite, will say that Acumatica is not true cloud because we are not true multi-tenant application. And you know what? They're right. We're not multi-tenant at the database level. Now, why is Acumatica not multi-tenant at the database level? Acumatica is not multi-tenant at the database level because we believe it is in the best interest of our customers to be able to access 100% of their data 100% of the time. If you want to take a snapshot of the SQL database and pull all your data out and put it wherever you want to put it, manipulate it however you want to manipulate it, you have that ability and that right within Acumatica. It costs us a little bit more money to make sure that every single one of our customers has their own database instance, but we believe it's the right thing for our customers. So is that fake cloud because we're not multi-tenant at the database level? Or are we the right cloud because we allow access to your data all the time? So you need to ask any technology platform you're considering, hey, can I take a snapshot of my data and get all of it whenever I want it, as many times as I want it? That's something that we believe is really, really important. Is that right cloud? Is that true cloud? Is it fake cloud? We believe it's right for our customers. The next thing is in the cloud is this concept of upgrade or not upgrade. That is the question. To upgrade or not to upgrade, that is the question. Oh, Yorick, I knew him well. We had to read Shakespeare at the Naval Academy, so as amazing as that sounds. But anyway, moving on. Again, our primary competitor and many SaaS companies will have 2 releases a year, much like we do, 2 major releases, April 15th and September 15th, roughly, okay? Most SaaS companies tell you this, hey, guess what? We have a new release coming this weekend. We're going to run it over the weekend, and you come in on Monday, and the new release is running and up and available for you. They force it on you. They push it down to you. Acumatica, again, says, we don't know if that's best for our customers. So when our 2021 R2 release came out in September, the release notes came out well in advance of that. So everybody knew what was in it and what was coming. And we went to all of our customers through our partners and they said, hey, do you guys want to upgrade? Okay. And maybe the customer says, we just went live September 1st. I don't want to upgrade right now. And we say that's okay. Or if they say, yes, I'd like to upgrade, we say, when would you like to upgrade? We give them a 90-day window to upgrade in. So we're not forcing the upgrade down on you. We're giving you some flexibility as to when you would want to do it. Now, again, is that fake cloud? Because not everybody is on the same version at the same time, every time. It depends on who's defining fake cloud, right cloud, real cloud. I think it's the right thing to put some control in the hands of our customers with our partners on when they would want to upgrade. And I'm going to show you a quick graphic here. Again, is this, real upgrade, fake upgrade, or the right upgrade? So what this visual is representing here is you basically have 18 months to get on the most current version with Acumatica. So let's say, we'll use my example again. Schmuckatelli & Sons went live with Clients First on September 1st, and the new release is coming out September 15th. And Schmuckatelli & Sons says, Ken, not ready to go live, not ready to go through an upgrade. We're just getting used to the software. We'd really like to sit where we are. Clients First and Acumatica say that's okay. Now 2022 R1 comes out in April of next year, and we go back and say, here's the release notes, here's what's coming. Schmuckatelli & Sons says, Ken, we're still kind of not ready to upgrade. And we say that's okay. But when 2022 R2 comes along, it's time to upgrade. If you don't, there's going to be a premium assigned to the support we have to do for the version that you're on. Again, we're trying to be very flexible and understanding with our customers, because we don't believe it's right to force an upgrade or force it down if the customer isn't ready to absorb it or doesn't want to absorb it at this time. A lot of flexibility there. Does that mean it's fake cloud? Some in the industry would say Acumatica's fake cloud because not everybody's on the same version at all time. Again, it would save us a little bit of money if we made everybody run multi-tenant database, everybody ran the same version. But is that really the right thing for customers? I would suggest no. And our customers would suggest no, which is why during this terrible time, I even hate to talk about this, it's been a challenge for all of us personally and professionally, but fortunately or unfortunately, Acumatica has been very well positioned to help companies during this rapid move to the distributed workforce, rapid move to digital transformation, because of the things we're talking about. Does that make it the right cloud, true cloud, or the fake cloud? I kind of leave that up to you to understand which is the best definition that you need. So again, just to illustrate the upgrade, are you in control? Pushing the upgrade button, working with your partner at Clients First to say, okay, guys, how do we ramp this out? How do we do it? Make sure we test it properly. Or do you get it shoved? Do you get your head pushed on the computer and say, push the button, you must upgrade now? I think it's great to have choices. Changing gears a little bit, again, this is driven from a customer perspective. As a customer these days, you guys have more control now than you've ever had, which we think is great. Think about it. The ability to go out on the internet and search, go through LinkedIn, do a whole bunch of research to figure out what's going on in the marketplace gives you guys a lot more control than when I started in the industry 1,000 million years ago, where we were the keeper of the knowledge. You had to call me. I was the expert around. At that time, it was Great Plains before Microsoft purchased Great Plains. I'm a Doug Burgum person. I believe in the customer and I believe in the partner channel. And but I can remember the day where the software was actually shipped to me, and I would drive it out to our customers and open up the shrink wrap box and put the shiny disk in the magic cup holder and start configuring software. Those days are gone. You guys have a lot of control now. So everything we do is around customer satisfaction and adoption. Everything from user interface to data access to upgrades, because it's all about, in the subscription environment, we want you to stay with us forever, or as long as we're providing value to you. And some real nice things from the customer. Customers are very satisfied with Acumatica. This somewhat busy graphic represents G2 resource going out and surveying customers on how happy are you and how satisfied are you with your technology that you've invested in. And Acumatica is pleased and proud to be in the top right-hand corner, doing quite well. Again, another one is independent of Acumatica. This company Software Reviews are going out and asking people, how happy are you with your investment that you've made in Acumatica? The net emotional footprint, did you make a good decision? Okay, now you'll see that Acumatica is at the very top of the heap here, and you're going to say, no, Kent, Oracle ERP Cloud is the top of the heap. And you have to look at the legend on the bottom of the slide here, that there wasn't enough data for Oracle ERP Cloud, so they are listed as an outlier. But of those that had enough data to evaluate with customer feedback, Acumatica is well thought of and well loved by our customers, which is what we're going for. We want you to be happy with how our partner and how Acumatica treats you, because we want to be your trusted business advisor today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next 5 years, next 10 years. That's the goal. So again, I think Acumatica is doing all the right things to earn the trust of our customers. There's a great graphic out there. If you look it up, it's called Net Promoter Score. If you have a Net Promoter Score of 0 as a company, that means people don't like you or don't dislike you. They have no opinion about you whatsoever. The higher your positive ranking in a Net Promoter Score, the better off you are. The average ERP or business management Net Promoter Score is about a +8. Through our customers, Acumatica runs at a +33. Okay, and a lot of that is thanks to our great partners like Clients First that drive high levels of customer satisfaction because they know the prospect's business, they're in tune with the prospect's business, they bring the right solution to the prospect, and then ultimately everybody is happy. Again, we'll share these slides with you. It's just a little bit of a brag sheet here. I highlight the blue one here for Palmer Food Services because this is true cloud. Okay, the poor Liz Palmer, first they got hit by tornadoes going through Nashville, and then COVID-19 hit. And again, having a technology that was written for, can be deployed in, and can consumed by the cloud wherever they are, at home, in a hotel, on the road, moving from place to place, it gave them superior technology to the national firms. That was a huge competitive advantage for them with little old Acumatica. So which cloud? Okay, we've talked a little bit about the right cloud, true cloud, fake cloud. There are some metrics around cloud providers that you can look to. And Gartner will go out there and say, here's the magic quadrant for cloud infrastructure. This is the stuff around, do they have the diesel generator backups? Do they have the bandwidth? Do they have the security clearances? Do they have people with guns guarding the facility? Are the audits available for me to review? My SOC 1, my SOC 2 compliance, my PCI compliance. If I'm gonna be in the cloud, I might as well be in the right cloud. And Acumatica, our primary cloud platform, is Amazon Web Services, and good for us. They're the highest ranked and leader in cloud technology. Microsoft, we also run on Azure. We also run on Google. But then you can see some of the other ones where they're niche players or not as highly thought of. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple of slides here. I'm a big Twitter follower. I've never tweeted anything in my whole life, but I do like to follow our partners. I do like to follow the industry. We're empty nesters now. In fact, heck, we're grandparents, so I spend a lot of time because I really like the industry I'm in. I really like to support our partners and customers. I follow these folks on Twitter. You should follow Acumatica on Twitter. You should follow Clients First on Twitter. But if you follow one of our primary competitors on Twitter, again, maybe I need to be in the right cloud. Here's an example from a previous March where, come on, guys, I can't be down. 3/16/2020, NetSuite commits to supporting their customers. 3/19, NetSuite is down. 3/25, NetSuite is down. It sounds like a little thing, but it's not. If you can't process payroll, if you can't put stuff, into a box and ship it out the door, if Schmuckatelli and Sons can't ship their left-handed monkey wrenches, that's a problem. Okay? These guys were down more days in 1 month than Acumatica has been down in 14 years. It's important to invest in the right cloud architecture and infrastructure. So I'm going to finish a little bit here why we believe Acumatica, provides that best business management opportunity for you to move through your digital transformation, for you to choose to participate with real cloud anytime, anywhere, any device, or fake cloud or right cloud, however you want to decide it. So it's all about having your business connected. It's all about delivering rapid integrations. It's all about allowing your employees to collaborate remotely with your customers, with your vendors. It's all about this concept of business resiliency. Okay. Heaven forbid we have to go through either a natural event or a health event like we have before. How prepared am I to function if I can't come into the office because of any number of reasons? And also, can I prepare myself to be as future-proof as possible? We believe Acumatica has provided that pragmatic technology that very talented and trusted partners like Clients First can then deliver to the marketplace. So, kind of a digital transformation and right cloud summary and checklist. These are the questions you should be asking. Can I get access anytime, anywhere, any device? Can I connect my cloud investment to all the things I need to connect them to them? Can I move it around? Can I be cloud portable? Can everybody in my company get access to this? Can I get access to my data whenever I want it? And if everybody's going to be on this system, do I have the security and the ability to prove that when Kent logs in, Kent is who Kent says he is? It helps that analysts like Gartner, IDC, Forrester, PC, all those, approve of the investment that you're making. We're a very stable and fast growing company. We've been around for a long time. I've had prospects tell me before, gee, Kent, you guys have only been around for 14 years. And I say, okay, fair enough. That's a good observation. I ask them, how long the iPhone's been around? And say, no, well, the iPhone's been around for 14 years. Can you imagine your life today without the iPhone and or a Google phone or whatever, your smartphone? So I don't know if 14 years I think that's probably a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. I'll kind of end with where I started. I'll thank you all for your time today. Certainly thank our partner Clients First for the opportunity to learn you some stuff around digital transformation and the right cloud versus fake cloud versus true cloud. I really appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. I thought we'd leave about 15 minutes for questions. If anybody's got any questions, Bob, about anything, I'm here and would love to talk to them.
And there is a little chat box down there. If you do have any questions, go ahead and type them in right now. But I do want to take an opportunity. I'm sure I don't have to explain to those that attended why we chose Kent to do the presentation, because wow. I mean, you know the product, you know the industry, and I really appreciate you taking the time on Veterans Day when we should be celebrating you, for you to celebrate us and celebrate this product.
Well, look, a little bit of personal information here, guys, and I don't mind sharing this. I'm very pleased and proud and privileged to have served our country. My parents are still living in Williamsburg, Virginia. My dad's a career Army officer, was in Vietnam twice, was very sadly, exposed to Agent Orange, and now suffers terribly from Parkinson's disease. And those are the real veterans. So there's an old saying, some gave most and most gave all. And I was spending a lot of time with my dad here the past week, and it's just you have to respect and admire those people that have taken up that challenge. So appreciate the kind words, but there's people out there that have really served.
Absolutely. Well, we're grateful. We're grateful to you. We do have another one coming up, and boy, maybe if Kent's bored on the 9th, he'll come back and visit us again. No, we can't be greedy, but
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Bob. I didn't show it today, but if people are still out there and people are still listening, there's a great slide, and I'm going to send it to you, Bob, so you can use it during this choosing the right partner for your cloud ERP project. So Deloitte, again, a very objective organization, did a survey of over 1,500 small, medium enterprises. And they asked them, when you first purchased business management software, what was the deciding factor? And then the second time you purchased business management software, what was the deciding factor? Kind of the, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And Deloitte said that the second time people buy business management software, The primary reason they choose is for their trusted partner and the value that their partner provides. And I just think that validates what Acumatica is doing and the partners that we have. I'll send you that slide, Bob and Nancy and everybody.
That'd be great. And one of the reasons we're able to do so well with Acumatica and get the recognition we do is because of your guidance and, being our resource at the corporate level. We are grateful. We are finishing a little early, which we typically like to do. And hopefully everybody has a chance to get a biology break before they head back to the office and start working hard again. But thank you again for attending. Once again, please check your email box for 12/9, December 9th for our next installment. And if there are no further questions, we've got a lot of thank yous here to you, Ken, from the folks that did attend. I don't know if you saw those, but we were grateful and we're thankful for everybody that attended and helped with this. And we will talk to you all in December.
Be well, be safe, everybody.
Be safe and happy Thanksgiving.
There you go. Absolutely. Bye now.
Bye.